All right, Hafaday, and welcome back, everybody. August, you may not know, is Child Support Awareness Month, and joining me in studio right now to talk about this topic is the Attorney General of our great island, Mr. Leonardo Rapadas, good friend of ours, and also Bobbi Cepeda. She is the Deputy AG of the Child Support Enforcement Division. Hafaday to you both. Thanks for coming by.
Hafaday, Jason.
Okay, what are some of the events and some of the presentations and some of the things that your office has going on in your agency?
Right. Well, early in the month, we had a proclamation signing at on Monday, the 1st of August, declaring this month as Child Support Enforcement Month. Following that, we're going to be doing some outreaches. We're going to be in the malls, different malls. Last Saturday, we were at the Micronesia Mall from 10 to 3. We had our Child Support Enforcement Division out with our Victim Witness Adjuda services out, trying to basically bring the support division out into the community. Next week, we will be at
GPO.
GPO. We'll be at GPO next week, and then the following week we'll be at Ganesh Shopping Center. Right. We've got basically going to be in all of the large mall venues.
Yes, you have to figure out which weekend it is and which mall
exactly.
you're at.
But the times are the same, 10 to 3.
Right.
Okay, excellent. Now, we'll get to Bobbi in a minute, but Mr. AG, I remember when you were running for the elected office of Attorney General, one of the main platforms that you were stressing was to really do a lot for the community in terms of child support and everything like that. So now, well into your first year in office and everything like that, how is the climate and the environment of the child support on Guam? What's it like?
Well, I knew that there was a good crew in the office itself. I wanted to go in and make sure that we continue the good work. I've attended a couple national child support conferences to get a real good feel of the national feeling of how child support is run and how we do things, and a lot of it is basically in the past. It used to be go after the father or the non-custodial parent or the non-custodial mother and just go after them, full bore, and just if we have to throw them in jail, we'll throw them in jail. But that attitude has changed, and that attitude is more to bring the non-custodial parent back into the fold. If they're not paying, then we do what we can to assist them to come back and start paying whatever arrears they have, or just continue their support of their children, because many times you have a non-custodial parent, because they're not with the child, believing that, no, I don't see the child, why should I pay? But they tend to forget that, well, the money is for the child, for their well-being, for their care. And what we're trying to do, the division is doing, is trying to do that. We're trying to kind of nudge the parents back into compliance, into paying. We need to remind them that it's not, we're not trying to get a debt, we're not getting you to pay a debt for a 52-inch flat screen or the nice car.
Certainly not.
This is for your child, and this is something that we want people to remember, is that we want you to care for your child, and that's what it is.
That's an interesting approach. So you're taking like more the nurturing approach over brute force, as may have been applied in the past.
Well, the office has, we do use brute force when it comes.
Well, you still got to bring the hammer down.
Right, we do, but this is there, and Bobbi will talk about it. There are a number of tools in our toolbox when it comes to enforcement of child support, and it ranges everywhere from the hammer, the big heavy sledgehammer, to hey, let's move along here. Let's help you, and come in, and let's try to get at least some acknowledgement at least.
Okay. Well, on that note, Bobbi, how bad is the problem of delinquency on Guam? And like if you can shed any light as far as like statistics or data on that and everything, like how big of a problem is it in the community?
Well, it's a big problem because Guam has the highest rate of unemployed non-custodial parents, and the highest rate of NCPs who work who work minimum wage. So it's a big problem, and so I think as far as like the payment, how many cases are paying, probably about 40. I would say about 40% with orders that are paying.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how has that deviated? Maybe as the years have gone by, and of course, we've gone through somewhat of an economic, cash crunch and everything like that. And obviously, that's going to have an impact on some people.
It depends. It's gotten worse. when
Okay.
the economy went down. But, you know, other states are doing, you know, like 50 or 60%. Of course, those are the states that are, you know, have more money, wealthier. Yeah.
Now, real quickly, maybe something that both of you can shine light on. We got to wrap up. We got about 40 seconds left, but people may not know this. What are some of the penalties that an individual may incur if they fail to cover their child support obligations?
Well, the penalties obviously are the interest that accrues. The delinquency numbers, the amount increases, plus there's interest, and the interest depends on how long delinquency has been in effect. But there are some
Right.
enforcement. There's a few enforcement things that Bob can talk about real quickly.
Yeah. We have the passport denial program where we can, where a passport can be denied for failure to pay child support. We have the license suspension program where we can actually suspend driver's licenses. We also have credit bureau reporting. We have where we can report the name of a non-custodial parent who's not paying. We have the IRS offset programs where we actually garnish tax refunds for failure to pay child support. And we file OSC for contempts in court and bring them to court to answer why they should not be held in contempt for not paying.
Okay, well, that's good information, and certainly these and many more anecdotes you can share with the community when they come out and they can actually talk to you guys when you're at the
Yes.
various malls.
That's basically the office is going to come to you.
Okay, well, Mr. Attorney General, Bobbi, thank you very much for the information.
Thank you.
I will see you then.